Many Indians who are living illegally in the United States, often called undocumented migrants, may now face a major threat. Not just deportation, but also the possibility of losing their homes, their cars, or any property that they have worked really hard for to buy. According to a report by Reuters, the US government is considering a new rule where illegal migrants who do not leave the country after getting a final deportation order and who also fail to pay daily fines may have their assets seized. Well, this is part of US President Donald Trump's stronger crackdown on immigration. The Department of Homeland Security recently announced that migrants who ignore deportation order will now be fined $998 and that too per day. If they do not pay, the US government can take away their property, including homes, cars, cash savings, and businesses, even if they were purchased illegally. And to make things worse, officials may apply these fines retroactively for up to 5 years, which could lead to fines of over $1 million for some. Now, here's what makes this particular decision different from the past. Earlier, even if somebody was undocumented and deported from the US, their property usually stayed with them. They could sell it, gift it, or let their family use it. There was no law that allowed the government to seize it just because the owner was living illegally. In fact, many undocumented Indian migrants used to buy homes or cars in cash under family names, and some even rented out those homes for income after deportation. So basically, in simple terms, their property was untouched even if they were removed from the country. But now, under this new plan, that protection could disappear. The US government wants to go after properties of undocumented migrants who have final removal orders and haven't paid their fines. This means that even if a migrant owns a house that they are living in for years, the government could confiscate it, auction it, or use it to cover unpaid fines. Well, this change will directly hit many Indians, specifically Punjabis, Gujaratis, and Telugus, who might have overstayed their visas or entered without any paper. But they have worked day and night to build something for their families. Many of them own small houses, run shops, or drive the trucks, all from their own sweat and their savings. According to Reuters, the policy targets around 1.4 billion people already ordered to leave by immigration court. Do you remember back in 2018, during Trump's first term, this law was tested and 4 migrants were fined about $60,000 each. But when Joe Biden took the office in 2021, he cancelled these fines and shut down the policy. Now, with Trump's return, this approach is being revived, and this time with more force. In fact, there are emails that reveals that the US Custom and Border Protection could soon be handling the seizures and sales of migrant properties. States like Texas and Florida, already known for strict immigration policy, will likely to be first to act. Now, if we see it from an Indian perspective, then this is heartbreaking. Many undocumented Indians live in the US not to break the law, but because they believed in hard work and dreams. They rarely take any government help, they pay taxes, and also they send remittances back home just to support their entire family. They have worked 12 to 14 hours a day in gas stations, restaurants, construction sites, and grocery stores, slowly saving to buy a very small piece of American dream. But now, they face the risk of losing everything, not just their legal status, but their homes, their cars, their savings, and their future. Community leaders are warning undocumented Indians to get legal advice as fast as you can, as this policy could create massive disruption in Desi families. Many are asking, how can someone who has lived here for 10 to 15 years, who owns a house, who runs a business, suddenly lose everything just because of a fine that they can't pay? It's a tough time. And it's also a wake-up call for those in India who are considering shortcuts to enter the US illegally. The American dream is still alive, but going through the wrong doors may now come at an even higher price.